Good morning students. Now we will discuss about chapter 2 geography, okay, inside our earth. Inside our earth, page number 113, this one. Okay, and in these chapters we will learn about the two important topics. We will cover two topics, that is layers of the earth and the rocks. Okay, rocks and rock cycle. Rock cycle, okay. So layers of the earth, we will discuss about the layers of the earth. So there are three layers of the earth that we all know. One is crust, okay. Next is mantle, okay. And the last one, that is core. Means crust, mantle and core. Crust, mantle and core. These are the three layers of the earth. Now the first one, okay, while writing this layer you have to write like this only, okay. Either start from core or from crust, but mantle, the term mantle, it should be in the middle only, okay. So this is the first layer, second layer and third layer, okay. Now crust. What is crust? Crust is the outermost layer of the earth, the hardest one, the outermost layer, okay. And it consists of two different areas, that is continental, okay, continental areas, and another is oceanic areas, okay, oceanic areas. Or we can say continental crust or oceanic crust. Clear? Crust is the outermost covering of the earth, the first one, the uppermost layer of the earth. So it is here in your book, okay, page number 140. Okay, so it is the uppermost layer of the earth and it is divided into two parts. That one is continental areas or continental crust, and another is the oceanic areas or oceanic crust, okay. And this continental crust consists of silica and aluminium, okay, silica and aluminium. Clear? So that's why this continental areas is also called seal, or you can pronounce as Sial also. Clear? Sial or Sial. Understood? Why the continental areas or continental crust is called Sial or Sial? Because it is composed of silica and aluminium. Clear? Now the oceanic crust is consist of silica and magnesium, okay? Silica and magnesium, and in short it is called SIMA. Yes, very easy. Yes, layers of the earth, there are three layers of the earth: crust, mantle and core. Crust is the uppermost, outermost layer of the earth. It may be divided into two parts, continental and the oceanic. So from the term only we can define that what is continental areas, means it's a land mass only. Yes, where all the continents situated, that is the continental areas, and oceanic means the oceans areas, okay. So it is divided into continental crusted areas, oceanic crusted areas. So continental crust, that is also known as Sial or Sial, because it consists of silica and aluminium. And next the oceanic areas or crust, that is called SIMA. It consists of silica and magnesium. That is the reason why it is called SIMA. Understood this one? Now the mantle, that is mantle is the middle layer of the earth, the middle one, okay, and it is mainly made of ferromagnesium, okay, ferromagnesium, iron, ferro means iron, yes, ferromagnesium, okay. It is the middle layer, and it is composed of ferromagnesium. Clear this one? Now core. Core is the innermost layer, the third layer, that is the innermost layer, okay. innermost layer. Okay, core is the innermost layer, and core is again divided into two parts, that is outer core and the lower core. Understood? Outer and the lower. And outer core, that is a liquid, consists of iron and nickel. Iron and nickel. Okay, note it down, it will be easy for you. And nickel and iron. Okay, and thus it is also known as knife. Okay, why knife? Ni nickel, Fe ferrous, that is iron. Understood? Yes, outer core is also known as knife because it consists of iron, ferrous, yes, and nickel. Okay, and another is the lower core, or that is the inner core, lower or the inner core, lower or the inner core. Okay, and it is mainly composed of iron. Okay, solid irons. Understood this one? So there are three layers of the earth: crust, mantle and core. Crust is the outer layer divided into continental or the landmass areas and the oceanic or the water bodies areas. Continental crust is also known as the seal or sire because it consists of silica and aluminium. And oceanic areas or oceanic crust are composed of silica and magnesium. That's why it is called sima. Mantle, this is the middle layers of the earth. It consists of ferromagnesiums. And core, that is the innermost layer. It is again divided into outer, the inner or lower part. And outer layer consists of iron, nickel, that is called knife, and lower layer it consists of the iron. Understood this one? So it's very easy. Okay. Now your next topic is rocks. Okay, so what are rocks? Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth. Anything, any natural matter that consists of this earth surface, the outer surface, that is called the rocks. And there are three types of rock. Okay, number one, igneous rock. Number two, sedimentary rock, and number four, metamorphic rock. Okay, igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. Igneous rocks are also called the parent rock or primary rock. Parent rock and primary rock. This is the first stage of the rock cycles. I will explain it later. Okay, understood? So igneous rock, this is also known as parent or primary rock because it is the first stage of the rock cycles. Now there are two types of igneous rock. Okay, again igneous rock is divided into two types. One is extrusive, okay, and number two, that is intrusive. Okay, igneous rock, that is called parent or primary rock, and it is again divided into extrusive igneous rock and intrusive igneous rock. Now what is igneous rock? Okay, igneous rocks are the types of rocks which are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma inside or outside the earth's surface. Okay, I am again repeating that one. Igneous rocks are formed by the cooling and solidifications of magma inside or outside the earth's surface. Okay, so when magma comes out from the earth's inner core, it solidifies, it cools first, right? Then after it solidifies and it turns into a hard substances, that is the igneous rock, and it is formed either inside the earth's surface or outside the earth's surface. So that's why igneous rocks are again subdivided into two types, extrusive and intrusive rocks. Now what are extrusive igneous rocks? Extrusive igneous rocks are those igneous rocks which are formed outside the earth's surface. Extrude, that is outside. Clear? And intrusive igneous rocks are those igneous rocks which are formed inside the earth's surface or beneath the earth's surface. Clear? So there are two types of igneous rocks which are formed outside and inside the earth's surface. Those rocks which are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma inside the earth's surface, that is called intrusive igneous rocks, and the rocks, igneous rocks which are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma outside the earth's surface, these are called extrusive igneous rock. Okay, and extrusive igneous rocks are also known as volcanic rock. Okay, it's also known as volcanic rock. Okay, underline in your books, volcanic rocks, and intrusive rocks are also known as plutonic rock. Clear? Understood? Now the examples of the rocks. So there are different types of igneous rocks like basalt, okay, basalt, granite, etc. So these are the important igneous rocks. Okay, clear? Igneous rock is very important. Igneous rocks are those rocks which are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma inside and outside the earth's surface. Example, basalt, granite, etc. It is again subdivided into two types, intrusive and extrusive rock. Intrusive rocks are also known as plutonic rock, and these rocks are formed by the same method, cooling and solidifications of magma, but inside the earth's surface. Okay, and extrusive rocks are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma outside the earth's surface. Now the next type of rock is sedimentary rock. It's very easy. Sedimentary. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of sediment carried by the natural agents like rivers, yes, rivers, water, wind. These are the natural agents. So sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of sediment carried by these natural agents. Okay. And there are three types of sedimentary rock. It is not mentioned in your books. One is chemically formed sedimentary rocks. Number two, physically formed sedimentary rock. And number three, mechanically formed sedimentary rock. Okay. For example, limestone. Yes, limestone, sandstones. So these are the examples of sedimentary rock. And another important thing, sedimentary rock are the layered rock. It's a very soft kind of rocks. Igneous rocks are very hard rock, parent rock, the original rock, hard rock. Okay, but sedimentary rocks are soft type of rocks. Okay, and it is formed in a layer. Okay, layer, it's like that. Layer, it is formed in a layers. Okay, so that's why sedimentary rocks are also known as the stratified rocks. Stratified rocks. Okay, stratified means layered rock. Stratified means layered rock. Clear this one? And fossils are mainly found in the sedimentary rocks. So these are some of the characteristic features of this sedimentary rock. Now the last type of rock, that is the metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the process of metamorphism. Metamorphism. Okay. So metamorphic rocks are formed by the process of metamorphisms. Okay. Due to intense heat and pressure, sometimes inside the earth surface rock compressed, okay, and these two rocks, they compressed and they formed into another type of rocks, and that process is called metamorphism, and the rocks which are formed by the process of these metamorphisms are called the metamorphic rocks. Clear? So formed by the intense heat and temperatures. Okay. I am again repeating, sometimes due to intense heat and temperature, these two rocks, okay, these two rocks, mainly sedimentary rocks, sometimes mainly sedimentary, because sedimentary rocks are very soft rocks, it's quite difficult to break the igneous rock, because igneous rocks are very hard kind of rocks. So mainly sedimentary rocks, this layered rocks, soft type of rocks, due to intense heat and temperature, compressed and break down to small pieces and transformed into the another type of rock. That rock is called metamorphic rock, and the process through which the metamorphic rock formed, that is known as the metamorphisms. Okay, for example, it is given in your book also, it's very easy, that limestone changes into marble. Okay, limestone changes into marble. Limestone, okay, limestone, it changes into marble. Simple example, marble that we use. Yes, understood? So limestone, it is a sedimentary rock. Due to intense heat and temperatures, or by the humans only, human processes only, sometimes we change the rocks. Okay, so limestone, we can easily change limestones into another type of hard substances rock, that is marble. So limestone changes into another type of rock, that is marble. Yes, so this is the metamorphic rock, and the process through which this sedimentary rocks, the type of limestone that changes, transformed into the another type of rocks, that is marble, is known as the metamorphism. Understood these 3 points? It's very easy. Yes, rocks, any natural mass that forms, that found outside the earth surface, inside the earth surface, that is called rock. Okay, and there are 3 types of rock: igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. Igneous rocks are the types of rocks or formed by the cooling and solidification of magma inside and outside the earth's surface. It is a very hard kind of rocks. These rocks are also known as the parent or primary rocks. There are 2 types of rocks, extrusive and intrusive. The rocks which are formed inside the earth's surface by the same process, that is called intrusive or plutonic rocks, and the rocks which are formed outside the earth's surface, that is called extrusive or volcanic rocks. Okay, and the example, basalt and granite. Next one, the sedimentary rocks. It's a very soft rocks. It is formed by the depositions of sediment carried out by the natural agent like this wind, rivers, etc. And it is a layered rock. It's a very soft and it is formed in a layers. So that's why it is formed in a layer. So that's why this rock is also known as the stratified rocks. Example, limestone and sandstone. And the last one, that is metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the process of metamorphisms. Okay, and metamorphism is a process in which the one type of rock is transformed into the another type of rocks by heating and temperatures, by raising the heat and temperatures. Okay, for examples, and those rocks which are formed by the process of metamorphisms are called the metamorphic rocks. For example, limestone, which is a sedimentary rock, it transforms, it changes into another kind of rocks due to applying heat and temperature, that is marble. Understood this one? This is the example. Okay. Okay. Now the last topic is rock cycle. Rock cycle is revision of this all, right? I am explaining now here. It's very written in a very easy way. Igneous rock, first rock, that parent rock, original rock is igneous rock, right? So igneous rock formed by cooling and solidifications of magma. Yes, so it forms later due to heat pressures, due to natural agent, it started to break down into small pieces. So it kept breaking, yes, and it forms another kind of layer. It deposited there, that igneous rocks, that pieces of igneous rock, it deposited in a place, in a layered forms, okay, carried by these natural agents like rivers, winds, okay, and it formed a layer rocks over there, the soft kind of rocks, that is the sedimentary rocks. And again the sedimentary rocks, due to the process of metamorphisms, due to intense heat and temperature, it transformed into the another type of rock, metamorphic rock, the same rock, okay. Now the metamorphic rock sometimes again due to intense heat and temperature inside the earth surface, it again changes into another form of rocks, that is the igneous rock. Again it comes to igneous rocks like this, okay. So it forms like a cycle, and this is known as the rock cycle. Understood? First igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, and again from metamorphic, sedimentary, igneous. Okay, so these are the rock cycles. So these are small chapters, right? Now the last one is uses of rocks. So rocks are used by the humans in various forms. We use rocks in making roads, buildings, houses, yes. So sometimes rocks are crushed, grinded and polished to change their shape and size to make them usable in different ways. So rocks are used in various forms by the human beings. Now the minerals. What are minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have distinct physical and chemical properties. So minerals are like the rocks only. It's occur on the earth's surface naturally, which have its own physical and chemical compositions. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas, iron, aluminium, silica, uranium, gold, silver. These are the examples of minerals. Okay. So you will draw this in your copy. Okay. Thank you. Exercise number A. Choose the correct options. The first one, uppermost part of the earth's surface is called the crust. Number one answer, okay. Number 2, nickel and iron are found in outer core. 4. Number 3, the main constituent of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. So that's why this is number 2, okay. Number 4, thickness of the continental areas in the crust is 35 kilometers. So number 4. Number 5, the thickness of mantle is 2900 kilometer. Number 3, okay. Number 6, number 3, igneous rock. Number 7, the rocks which are formed by cooling of magma, that is igneous. So number 1. And number 8, which type of rocks contain fossils and plant remains? So that is sedimentary rock. Fossils are found in the sedimentary rock. So number 8, 3. Number B, fill in the blanks. First one that is 12,742. Okay. Number 2, that is rock. Number 3, igneous. Number 4, inside. Number 5, marble. Number 6, fine grained. Okay. Now number C is your distinguish between. Okay. Differentiate between. First we will do number D, match the column. Okay. So number 1 you have to match with 4, column B, 2 with 6, 3, 5, 4 with 1, 5 with 2 and 6 with 4. Now question number C, differentiate between igneous and sedimentary. Number 1 point, these are formed by the cooling and solidification of magma. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of sediments. Number B point, these are the unstratified rocks. These are not the layered one. An example, basalt granite. But the sedimentary rocks are stratified rocks. Example, limestone, sandstone, etc. Next, core and crust. Okay, core, that is the innermost layer of the earth, while crust is the outermost layer. Core consists of nickel and ferrous. Crust consists of silica, aluminium and magnesium. Next number 3, extrusive and intrusive. So extrusive rock are formed outside the earth surface. Extrude means outside, okay. Intrusive rocks are formed inside the earth surface. Extrusive rocks are called the volcanic rocks and intrusive rocks are called the plutonic rocks, okay. Now question number E. Answer the following questions briefly. Why is it very difficult to go inside the earth? So it is very difficult to go inside the earth because the temperature increases enormously as we go deeper inside the earth. Question number 2. How are rocks generally classified? Rocks are generally classified by their compositions, by their appearance or texture, or by the process of their formation. Number 3, how are sedimentary rocks formed? Sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of sediment carried by the natural agents like river, wind, etc. And number 4, how are rocks useful to us? Rocks are useful to us. They are used in making roads, houses, buildings, etc. They are crushed, grinded, cut and polished to change their shape, size to make them usable in different forms. Number 5, what are minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have a definite chemical compositions. These are the short answers. Now you have 2 long answers. That is the number 1, explain the structures of the earth. So we have discussed in our chapters the 3 layers of the earth, the structures of the earth. Earth composed of 3 layers, right? Crust, mantle and core. Crust, which is the outermost layer, yes, and it consists of continental crust and oceanic crust. Continental crust means the land masses and oceanic crust means all the water bodies, okay. And continental crust are called Sial or Sial, S-I-A-L, because it consists of silica and aluminium, whereas the oceanic crust are called Sima because it consists of silica and magnesiums, okay. Now the second layers, okay, the middle one, that is the mantle. Mantle is the middle layers, okay, and it mainly consists of ferromagnesium silicates. And the third layer, that is the core. Core is the innermost layer. Yes, core is the innermost layers, and it is divided into inner core and outer core, and it mainly consists of nickel and ferrous. Ferrous means iron only, okay. So there are 3 different structures, or this consists of the 3 different layers, okay. That is crust, then mantle, then the core. So open your page number 114, okay. So you can write from here, okay. These 3 layers you can write from here, okay. The structure of the earth consists of these 3 layers. So write the answers, question number 1 from here to here, okay. Now your next question is, what is rock cycles? Explain in details, okay. So I have explained you the rock cycles, yes. Rocks, what are rocks? These are the natural mass of mineral matters found outside or inside the earth's surface, right? And there is a rock cycle. It takes time to form a rocks, yes. So rocks are divided into 3 different forms, 3 different types: igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rock, these are the first rock, parent rock, primary rock, base rock, okay. So open your page 115, you will get, okay. So the transformations of rock from one stage to another stage, and again from that last stage to first stage, it forms a cycle that is called the rock cycles, okay. So igneous rock first formed by the cooling and solidification of magma outside and inside the earth's surface, okay. Later these rocks, these igneous rocks, due to various agents of weathering like temperatures, yes, other climate, weather factors, okay. So due to the temperature fluctuations, these rocks breakings and cracking, okay, and these small pieces of that igneous rocks, the broken materials, that carried out to another places and deposited over there in a layered form. Yes, stratified forms, and forms another type of rocks, that is the sedimentary rocks. So sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of sediments carried out by the natural agents. Okay. Then after that again the sedimentary rocks, these are the very soft kind of rocks. Okay. So easily breakable. So because of the heat, temperature, intensity and temperature pressures, this may be breakable again into the another form of rock, and that is the metamorphic rocks. Okay. And again the metamorphic rocks, due to heat and temperatures, these again transformed into the another primary rocks. It kept depositing there only and forms a very hard kind of rock, that is the igneous rocks. So it forms a cycle, and these are the rock cycles. Okay. So it is here in your books, rock cycle. Okay. Rock. So you can write the answers from the books here, but write stepwise. Okay. Steps, in the steps you have given the answer. Okay. For example, number 1, don't put dot, write 1, 2, 3 like that, or A, B, C, D. Okay. So igneous rocks here, okay, 15. Then here stepwise is given in your book. So you have to write stepwise, and you have to make a diagram also. While writing this answer, long answer, question number 2, rock cycle, draw these diagrams in your exercise. Okay. So you can check the answers from the school's website also. Okay. Thank you, students.